So hello and welcome back to the Hobby Shed. In this video we're going to be making a gaming table. I'm specifically looking towards like your kill team type of game. Now I have this whole table, it's from IKEA and it's been left out for the summer, so it's a bit worse for wear. So my plan is to give it a layer of PVA and then, given that we've got nice weather for this week, I'm going to get out anything that needs spraying up, undercoating, ready for the for the big push over the winter. And yeah, from there we're going to then put some other bits onto this table to try and make it a bit usable as a potential kill team table. Alright, let's get cracking. So I've got some Gorilla Glue, a small pot of 1/4 water, and I'm going to do 1 part water and 3 parts wood glue. Now let's just get some of this in here. That's going to take a while, so what we'll do is we'll empty this out, get it in there and just get a good mix of this going. Okay. Hey, Theo, don't be barking. I'm trying to film. Right, so mix this up. I've got an old brush. Get this to permeate the wood glue a bit, which it doesn't seem to be doing much of. Best laid plans and all that. We might end up just splashing this on neat, but what we're going to do is we're going to just basically layer this in, try and seal everything in. I could probably do with maybe less water. So what we might do is just get some here we go. Slap that up. There we go, Doug's brought his ball. He wants to obviously take up some of my tea. He's like, what are we doing? What are we doing over here? Well, Phil, we're making a table. Now while I'm doing this, I'll just have a quick chat that, like for many of us, real life has had a real big hold of me this year. I've not had much chance to get into the shed to really get projects done. But the winter's coming now and some other things are going to be happening, so maybe some things will apply more for it. It's also worth plugging my other YouTube channel, which is called Adventures in Photography and Film, and I will put a link at the bottom, so if you're interested in photography at all, go and check that out. Let's get this on here. A really thick layer. I think what really brought me onto this was the way, because of the water damage, it's raised and pocked in a lot of areas, which kind of lends itself well. And my plan is to do an urban style board, which will support my buildings and other things that I have in my collection. There we go. Right, so I might just do a big thick layer on this. There we go. Let's just get that on. So we got the water layer on. I just want to get this slopped all over. And then we'll get down the front area. It looks all a bit green. Not very nice, that does it. And bits of it are coming off. It's quite squishy in this bit. Okay. Nearly fell over the dog's ball. What's his wife? No. Desert Pet Sand. You can get this from most pet shops. I'll quickly show you the bag of stuff I've got. But this now will help texturise the board itself. I'll just give it a liberal coating. Just try and seal all this bit in. Well, it's a bit more damaged than the rest. Okay, that'll do. And now we'll leave that to dry. That's stage 1 complete. Needed to prime the table next, so it made more sense to spray models on the table. Now these were ones that needed priming, so yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. Then it was onto the main colour, which is Colour Forge's Wolf King Grey. It's quite a strong colour, normally used for my Space Wolves, and it's quite a dark grey. Due to all the water damage, the sides were a bit of a mess, so I needed a system to be able to sort this out with the least amount of fuss. It looked messy, I wanted to tidy it up in some way. So, hazard tape. Bought it from Amazon, set to work. I just systematically went round the table, trimming bits and then putting a second layer on, so it lined up with the first. Curved over and trimmed the edges to make it all fit over the ends of the table. The only bad thing was it wasn't sticking down. So I chose some Gorilla Wood glue and placed this underneath to give it more stick. Now this worked to an extent, but as you can see, it kept coming back up. So I went round with a raft of my Colour Forge cans and rattle cans and placed them strategically around the board on the tape. That's the table all complete. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. And the best thing is it collapses down and can go back in the shed quite easy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a few games on this. Here's the finished article.